So apparently I can't visualize. No mental images, no replaying memories, nothing. But in my dreams, I've flown over cities, fought supervillains, felt wind rushing past my body, and it felt completely real. So either my brain is lying or we don't actually understand aphantasia as well as we think we do. If you're into these kinds of brain deep dives, by the way, subscribe because this rabbit hole just gets weirder. After my last video about aphantasia, so many of you asked, okay, but what about your dreams? And I love that question because dreaming has been one of my favorite subjects for years. Literally ask my friends. Not casually interested, literally obsessed. I've studied lucid dreaming. I keep a dream journal, and I've spent more money than I care to admit trying to unlock it because dreaming doesn't just feel cool to me, it feels powerful. And here's the wild part. My dreams feel exactly like waking life. There's depth, space, sound, movement. It's immersive. And honestly, since I stopped smoking weed, they've gotten even more intense, which makes sense because weed, suppresses the REM sleep cycle. And for a long time, I thought I was unintentionally muting my own subconscious. But now there is no mute button, okay? And that's been, let's say, a journey. But that's for a whole nother video. But the point is my dreams are vivid, not blurry, not abstract, not black, vivid. One of my first lucid dreaming experience I've ever had, actually, I was standing in a Walmart parking lot and my friend pulls up and introduces me to her new boyfriend. Now, my friend, she's this sweet, tiny little girl, and the man she pulls up with is this 6'4" black guy blasting Biggie Smalls out of speakers. And I'm like, girl, that ain't your man. And it made literally absolutely no sense to me. And that's when it hit me. Oh, yeah, I'm dreaming. And the second I realized that, I did not hesitate. I leaned forward and I took off into the air, flying, not floating, not hovering, flying. And it felt completely real. The wind, the drop in my stomach, the speed. As long as I stayed aware that I was dreaming, I could stay in the air. The second I lost focus, though, I fell. Refocus, back up in the sky. Until, a literal supervillain with the combined powers of Superman and the Flash, don't get me started, punched me out of the sky and sent me cratering into the middle of a city. And absolutely destroyed me on top of that. And I woke up immediately, which, honestly all felt real personal. But here's what's interesting. As long as I stayed aware, I had control. The second I lost focus, I fell. And the second I felt too confident, I got humbled. Even in a dream where technically I was in control, my mind still built in resistance. It still tested me. It still said, okay, but can you actually handle this? And that's just fascinating. But here's the part that messed with me. When I woke up, I couldn't replay what it looked like. I couldn't picture the city. I couldn't see the sky again, but I could still feel it. I remembered what flying felt like, and that confused me because I can't visualize when I'm awake. So how is my brain generating physical sensations without an image attached to it? That's when I started paying attention to something. Someone commented on my last video and asked, if you think about yourself dancing, can you feel yourself dancing even if you're not moving? And the answer is yes, I can. If I think about movement, I don't see it, I feel it. And that made me wonder, maybe that's how my brain dreams too. Maybe it skips the imagery part and goes straight to embodiment. Maybe I don't dream in pictures. Maybe I dream in experience. Because here's what's wild. I cannot voluntarily create a single mental image while I'm awake. But my brain can simulate wind resistance, gravity, speed, entire environments, full physical embodiment. So maybe aphantasia isn't just a lack of imagination. Maybe it's just a different operating system entirely. And if dreaming can unlock experiences like that, what else are we capable of that we just haven't explored yet? We barely understand how diverse human cognition really is. Like, I don't know, that just excites me, y'all. So now I need to know, if you have aphantasia, what are your dreams like? Are they vivid? Are they abstract? Do you feel more than you see? And even if you don't have aphantasia, can you replay your dreams visually? Or do they dissolve into sensations kind of like me? Tell me in the comments. Seriously, I wanna know. Your responses on the last video made me rethink my own experience in ways I didn't expect. And if you want also, a little full breakdown on lucid dreaming, how I learned what worked, what didn't, comment lucid. And if you're into conversations about identity, cognition, and how differently we all experience reality, subscribe. Because apparently there's a lot more going on up here than I realized. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.